третє заняття.
Так, звичайно. Yes, of course.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Все?
Yes, of course, yes.
Все.
So you want me to video it or? To do this or do that?
This is running now.
Okay, so I won't run mine. If you run it,
Yeah, it's running.
I won't run mine.
So there's going to be a name on your certificate. And is that the name going to be on your certificate? Just like this. In Ukrainian letters on your certificate, right? And the name you want to be called is Igor. Alright? Okay. Here. Class list. Okay, Alexi, see your name up there at the top?
Yeah.
Rude. And that's what you want on your name tag,
Yeah.
with the apostrophe behind it, in English.
Yeah.
And you understand that no English person's going to understand what that is. You know, okay. So it's going to be all English letters, and then there's going to be this apostrophe.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So where's Andrei? Andrew Yak. Yes. Is he coming anymore? Do we know?
I don't know who is.
I can ask for the next time.
All right. And then so we have Anna Kalashnik. Where? Okay. Good. And you want? Huh? Kalashnik.
Yeah.
Well, Kalashnik, you write it in English, so I'm going to pronounce it in English. Kalashnik.
What?
Kalashnik. You write it in English, so I'm going to pronounce it in English.
Okay.
Kalashnik. If you write it in Russian, I have a chance. Понимаешь? So,
Yeah.
this will be the name on your certificate at the end.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what you want?
Yeah.
All right. Давай. All right, so what I need to do is put this name here over here. And see, this is your certificate on your first name and your certificate of your last name. Do you understand that? You're going to put your first name first and your last name last, unless you tell me otherwise. You know, I think in Russian you switch them around, yeah? If you want them switched around, let me know, okay?
Okay.
Because this is how it's going to come out. This is how it's going to come out. So we have two Lugovs.
My surname is written wrong way.
Which one? This one?
Not Shanenko, but Skurenko.
What?
CHKU. Yeah.
SHKU.
RE.
That's an R. You make R's like her R's. S-H-K. S-H-K. What's the next letter?
U,
U.
R, E, N,
Like that?
that's
Sure. Sure. Okay. Okay. Now, Lubov, I've got you right. And Oksana Levedivno, where's she here?
She's absent, she's ill.
Hmm?
She's ill.
She's ill. Okay. Good. And Olga, where's she? She's on here. Olga and Maria Shinenko.
I'm here.
Okay. See, I just put Tatiana Sadic. She's in the office. Valerie Medvid. Alexandra Panchenko.
She is
Panchenko. Anastasia. Where is she? She's not here, huh? Angela. Vita.
Vita is ill.
She's ill. Everybody's getting sick.
And I'm a Valerie, not Celery. You wrote my name like Celery after Vita.
After we, oh, it should be a V,
Yeah.
right? Like that?
Yes.
Okay. And then there's Marco and Levko and
Is that your
Oleg.
classes?
Huh?
Is that your classes today?
They have classes, right?
Yeah.
And Oleg, I don't have Oleg's last name.
Just
Olena is here. Oh, Rostislav. Rostislav? Rostislav.
Rostislav.
Rostislav. It's here, Rostislav. He's not here. Well, I don't know how, like, the name he wants to be called. All right. And Tatiana Voitovich.
Ill. She's
Ill.
ill.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we're
I'm
not.
not in this quiz.
You're not here?
Yes, and I'm.
Oh, Liliana.
Yes, I was up.
You were absent?
I was in first and second meeting. I fifth.
Fifth.
You were here? Right there.
Yeah.
Yes? Oh, good. Okay, anybody else see any mistakes like that?
My name isn't in this list.
Your name is not there
Yes.
at all? Is your name down here? Let me see what your name is. Anita.
And there's
See, I can't read this last right here. You have to make it more simple for me.
Anna Udovenko.
Huh? Okay, will you fix that? Right here?
Yeah.
Whatever they're talking about, will you fix it?
I forgot, so I'm here, I'm the last.
Okay. Alexi, fix it. Make it
So,
right.
Anna Udovenko.
Ja,
66.
Dajcie mi prywatnie swój.
Alright, class listening tags.
Tak piszesz? Ja. Tak?
Oh, you want the English? Okay. Okay, put that on your name tag, at the bottom of your name tag. Yeah, that's the,
Is that-
you
is
don't
that-
want that on your name. You don't want that on your certificate, do you? Do you, what do you want? You want it in English on the certificate. Okay, so you write that down there across the bottom. And then the name you want to be called on the top. I mean, if you want people to call you Liliana, so pronounce it like Russian, put Liliana with, or Ukrainian, put that, though, just leave this off, leave here, this. And then put what you want on your certificate down here, okay? So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you these certificates. I mean, not the certificates. The Finnish name tags are going to be like this, okay? Right? If there's mistakes on this, you gotta let me know. When we print these name tags, that's the class. That's the class we're starting with, okay? And you're gonna have agreements, and you're gonna be here. And if you get sick, an agreement will be that you watch the video that you weren't here for. So here's the, well, you can actually see them from there, can't you? You know, I don't need to blow them up, right? So I used Luda as the form, and then I went through and changed them all so I'd have the right type, right? So there's a lot of Ludas there, but you can see I don't have all the right ones yet because I don't have all your, yeah, okay? All right, so we're putting the integrity in. Why is this so important, this attention to detail and obsessing with these details? So this is our laboratory, yeah? And so we're putting the integrity in, putting the integrity in, putting the integrity in until it shows up like this, okay? Now, I noticed when I put those on the board, you were like, oh, isn't that cool? Right? Integrity provides something like that. So, have any of you had enough math to have what's called the null set? The null set. This is the null set.
Yeah.
Right? That's the null set. Sometimes they put it like that. But you know, null sets have unions and they have intersections and there's nomenclature for that. But this is the null set. This is the set, right? And in this set, there's nothing. It's null, okay? Now, when you put the integrity in, this set, a set of opportunities, we'll call this the set of opportunities. This set expands. Right, can you see that this is more inspiring and moving, and it's like, you know, you belong to something and it's significant and something important is going to happen here? That it's communicated and that you have name tags that are, the integrity is in everywhere. Can you see this? Yeah? Is this making sense? Oh, I forgot to bring my cross. See, it's like integrity is up. There's a missed opportunity. So what we're interested in is you keep putting the integrity in, and the things that can show up in this opportunity set increases, right? This stuff. Now, this is counterintuitive for human beings. We don't think in terms of putting integrity in. Makes more available, makes more love available, makes more money available, makes more, the opportunity set grows in proportion to the integrity that's provided. Can you get that? You're starting, you know, we'll do it enough in this class so you can actually see it. We're going to put the integrity in the name tags. We're going to put the integrity in the class list. We're going to put the integrity in the materials that we cover. And you'll see, we're doing this on the court. Remember the on the court and in the stands? The as lived, remember the as lived versus the theory about it, the explanation about it. This is integrity as lived in your classroom. And you're seeing it being put in. And it looks like, I don't know it's like, what's all these muscles about this, you know, name tag and everything he has to do, right? Well, you're starting to see what putting the integrity in provides. Yes, can you see that? On the court, in your life, in our class. It puts a smile on your face. Okay? Anything about that? Anything anybody want to say about that? Yeah, I'm watching you. Where's my... Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, integrity. Class lists the name tags. Another piece, we did the Hudson scales, right? Some of you, did everyone in this room do the Hudson scale? Some of you did not. Okay, will you send me an email to send you the Hudson scales? And you'll watch the video on it. Are you the only one that didn't do the Hudson scales? Right, so you'll watch the video, and in it we'll have the explanation of why we're doing it and how to do it. I want to show you something. Okay, I was a little sloppy about explaining the scoring. So I think some of your scores, my integrity and my presentation was missing. So you didn't get this as well as you could have. So I think there were some mistakes on it. So this is the scoring. See, these were the items. It starts with 10 in this, right here. It starts with 10, but there's 25. There's just something over here on the other page, right? And then there's the score, and you, on certain items, you reverse the scores, and that's the reverse score. Then you add these up and add these up, and then you subtract 25.
Okay.
Right? Did you, everyone do that? Yeah? Okay. Now what I need to do is figure out that the people who weren't here, that they did that. Okay, so everybody here did that.
No, I didn't know.
You did not do the Hudson's test? Are you?
And I was.
Aha! Aha! So you didn't know what I was talking about earlier when I said Hudson, so you just let it slide, right? Don't do that. Promise? Everybody, promise? Don't let me slide with stuff. It's the integrity goes out. If I say something, a Hudson scale, and you're like, what is he talking about? And you don't say anything, the integrity of the course will go out. And there's nothing wrong with that. Integrity is always going out. The work is to keep putting the integrity in. Okay? Alright, so will you send me an email and say, I didn't do the Hudsons, and I will send it to you. And when they say reverse the scores, there's, let's see here. Hudson's example. All right. So here's two of the three. I'm going to actually send you guys 4. It's a punishment. All right. Not really. All right. So these are the numbers you reverse. I'll send you how you score it, that other sheet. And these numbers like 5 here. It's easy for me to relax. And if you put 5, most of the time you'll reverse it and make it a 4 when you go to score. Okay? So these numbers get reversed. These numbers get reversed. Okay? Alright, good. What else? Okay. So, let's switch back over to here. You doing okay, Jack?
But, yeah, just
Huh?
the flu will leave in a minute.
promise list and name tag. Did that. Hudson scales, finished, proper scoring. It's not complete yet. It's not. So here's a term of art that goes in your book. When the integrity is completely in with something, this is slang, but it's a slang term of art that we use. It's flat. It's flattened. So we're going to flatten the name tags. We're going to flatten the Hudson scales, make sure they're scored right and everybody has one. And now we're going to start to flatten or put the integrity in of the homework and the other things that you did. So somebody want to practice leading this part and putting the integrity in? So there's the promises that everybody made and outstanding. Somebody want to do that? Somebody want to come in front of the room and be videoed?
What exactly?
Huh?
What
I'll
exactly
coach you. All you have to do is say yeah, and then everything will be fine. So I'll be coaching you on putting the integrity in. Can you see that go through the air? When I talk like that, you can see in the light. You can really see it's like a fireworks display. Somebody want to come in front of the room and I'll work with you on putting the integrity in for the course for the promises that have been made. Who would like to do that? Okay, cool. Okay. Some of you wanted to have a breakthrough in public speaking and being in front of people, and so this is how you do it. All right. Now, relax. So there were promises that people made, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what they are?
We
Yeah.
we promised to do our homework.
Okay. Let's just stick with the homework, right? So ask who did the homework and who didn't do the homework. Put like flatten it. Put the, people are sitting here, some did, some didn't. We don't know. They aren't telling us quite yet. And if you don't flatten it, the ones that didn't are going to be sitting there. What's wrong with me? Oh, I didn't. Should I say anything? Right? They'll be in their head. They won't be out here. Okay? So you're going to make it so that they can be here with us. Okay? So ask them.
Who said he will do the homework and didn't? So everyone did the homework.
Okay, well, let's see what homework. They might not know what homework you're talking about. So, what homework specifically are you talking about?
Who did the homework about judgment and evaluation?
Nice. Say,
For people-
don't let them do this, okay? It doesn't represent people. They aren't representing themselves if they put their hands up like this. Right? So don't let them get away with it.
Make clear who did this homework.
Who did it?
And 4 people didn't.
I've done it for the last time, for the previous lesson.
Doesn't count. If you've
So,
done it,
so you did.
I'm sorry. I should let her lead. Right?
So you did. So not for like today, but this homework is done. This is so. Only Alexei, Annika, and Igor didn't.
So, how many broken agreements are there?
I think it's true because I don't remember actually Igor making
Okay.
this
No.
promise.
I promise just to make it a collage.
So nice.
Okay, so what you want to find out is there any broken agreements with the judgments and evaluations? Get that part flat.
Igor, did you promise to do this and you didn't?
Yes, but I promised to do it.
And why you didn't?
No. That's psychological, because he's just going to make something up, okay?
Okay.
So, what you want is the fact. How many broken promises to do the judgments and evaluations homework are there?
1 broken promises.
1 broken promise.
I did
Yeah.
promise to do it. I
So
promised to do the collage, and I did the collage.
We aren't talking about we didn't ask you about the collage yet.
They didn't promise, and it's okay,
Yes.
but he did and he don't, so one broken promise.
One broken promise about the judgments and evaluation
Yes.
homework. Okay, good. Now, let's deal with that broken promise. Okay? Let's deal with that one broken promise. Okay. So what you could do, now that you've acknowledged it, flattened it, is you can offer the person, do you want to do this? Or will you do it? And by when will you do it?
Do you want to do this homework?
And really,
at
I'm
all?
sorry, bad coaching. You don't care if he wants to or not. We just want, we
But
just,
I want to know.
you know, no you don't. Will you ask him if he's gonna do it or not? Not whether he wants to. He could not want to and still do it and get tons of value, yeah? And not want to. Some days you will be here and you won't want to be here. And it won't matter if you don't want to. What will matter is if you come anyway. Those will be the most valuable classes, by the way. So, just ask him, will you do the homework and by when?
Igor, will you do this
Yes,
homework?
of course, yes.
And for what day you will?
Time.
Next time
For
or?
next time, yes.
So
Okay.
on this
Tomorrow?
Wednesday, tomorrow, you will
Yes,
say that I did this homework and you can present us the results. Yes. Okay. One process, I have a process.
Did you notice? Look at in the room. There isn't a person who doesn't have a smile on their face. And all you did is you flattened the homework. You acknowledged the broken agreements, who kept the agreements, who didn't, and then you had the person who didn't make a new promise. Flat. And everybody's smiling. Do you notice that? Maybe there's a relationship there. We'll see. Okay. Now, what's the next step you want to put the integrity in? Which the next piece of homework?
Next piece was not actually classes, but collages.
Okay. Now, we're going to take a little break. Okay. I mean, for a second. How are you doing up there, Leela? How are you doing up there?
Here?
Yeah. How is it? How is it for you?
Great.
Huh?
Great, I feel great.
It's great. You feel great?
Yes.
You liking it?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. That's good.
Who made a promise to do a collage about leadership?
Hey.
Okay.
Okay. And who really did the collage? Oh, good. Yeah. And who is ready today to present your work and to explain what it means?
Let's just make sure there's no broken promises.
It's not
Is there?
everyone promised and
Are you
everyone
sure?
did.
Are you sure?
Everyone who promised.
Okay. Is there? All right. Is there? Did everyone keep their promise? Is there a broken promise? Those are the ones that are killers. Okay. The ones that are killers are the ones that you didn't do what you said, and you're gonna torture yourself with it. And it's our job to kind of let you off the hook because you are murder on yourself. So is there any broken promise about the collages? That's what you, right? There's not. So it's like you said.
It's nobody's lying.
Yeah, well,
But I can really
right. I know.
know it.
I know. You'll, as we get about 3/4 of the way through the course, people will finally get the impact of what it is in integrity and how they pay themselves. And they'll say, you know what, I lied about the homework, I lied about this, I'm cheating on this. And then you go, oh, okay, I got it. Anything else? And what do you want to do to clean it up? And then we go, oh, God, amazing, right? See, it's fine. It's all good. All right, so what else? Anything else we need to complete?
Actually, we need to complete something you promised us. You promised us to explain this Hudson's.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
that we will talk about our score.
I did.
Score actually.
Okay, I did. And I asked to remake that promise, renegotiate.
Yes.
And the basis for it is I think some people's scores are not accurate because they didn't add it up right. And we don't have everybody's. So I want to address it with everybody at once.
So
You
you
accept
send-
that? That's my counter offer.
For what time you will do this?
I will do, let's see what happened to our thing
It's computer.
here. Huh? Oh, it's the computer. What time? Okay, now if I promise in 2 days, that means I have to drive y'all to get that in. And right now, I'm unwilling to drive you, manage you, right? This is a leadership course. I'm not wanting to demonstrate management. These name tags thing I've been managing. Yeah? But it demonstrates leadership and managing integrity. I'm not committed to managing really anything in the long run. I'm committed for us being leaders. You don't need management. You don't need management. You need management for certain things. Okay? So my promise is when over 90% of people have their form, when everybody has their forms in. As soon as I get everybody's forms, I will present the information to you. The next classroom, after everybody turns their forms in, and I'm satisfied that they scored them properly. Do you accept that? Anybody not accept that?
For this, some people should do this test again, I think. Then redo this test.
Do the test again?
Yes, so maybe can you please send us this test for all of us, our list of emails you have with this task?
Okay.
Because if nobody, the people who are absent today, they don't know if they do it right or wrong. So can you please send us this test?
So you want, your request is to have everybody, send the test to everybody.
Yes, and with
The scoring sheet.
with instruction
With the instructions
how
that
to
I
do
showed
it,
you.
and with a request to send you back this our scores.
Okay. I promise to do that tonight before the next course. Anything else?
Did you promise this?
The promise is
Huh?
accepted.
What?
The promise is accepted.
Promise accepted, all right. All right. Proper scoring, course experiments, 5 questions, collages done. Course experiments, oh, that's the, you asked. So this is, we flattened all of these things, correct? We flattened all of, let's see, those course experiments, 5 questions. Oh, 5 questions. 5 questions. That is, do you know what I mean by the 5 questions? Yeah, it's in the letter where I asked you.
First
You
letter.
You mailed us.
Yes, I mailed it. I need to have everybody have that in. If you don't have that in, does anybody not, raise your hand if you do not.
Raise your hand who don't know, doesn't know what is the questions about.
I don't know.
Okay? It's a problem, Annika didn't receive any of your emails.
Okay,
Yes.
ask her to send me an
We
email.
will send your email on. I made a promise I will send your email.
And I'll send you. I will write you. That
Okay.
I know the content skills, and I will write you that about these 5 questions
Okay,
tonight.
all right.
I promise.
Okay, good. Very good. Good.
So, who didn't send answers for these 5 questions?
You did not get 5 questions or didn't send it?
Didn't send.
Didn't send it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm working.
You what?
Working.
She's what?
Anna is working.
Yes.
So,
She's
for
working.
what date you can send your answers?
She's getting good.
I promise you and you to send this
night or early morning of tomorrow.
Okay,
So for tomorrow class,
Yeah.
you'll come. Okay.
very good, very good.
And
Very
I will send my answers for the next week. No, before
You're
this.
five, you
Yeah.
have not done this?
Yes.
Yes, you have not
Then,
done.
no, I'm not. I didn't ask. I didn't answer for these 5 questions yet,
Yes,
and I will send you my answers next week, Monday, I think. Because before it, I wouldn't have access to the internet.
okay, okay, good. All right, I accept your promise. Will you write that down somewhere?
I'll.
Will somebody write that promise she made down and put it over there so so we keep it in existence, it's attached to a physical object? Would somebody do that for her?
I wrote it. in
You
my-
wrote this?
in
Okay,
my
it's
daily-
already written down, okay,
daily
good.
session.
Okay, good.
College is done. We already collected.
Huh?
We make clear station is collages already.
Yes, that's the next part, is to look at the collages.
Look, okay.
Well, we're gonna see what people do.
So people with collages.
Does someone else, you're doing really, really good, okay? Does someone else wanna take over here? Okay, let me rephrase that. Who wants to go next?
What we need to do.
Huh?
What
We're
I
just
said.
gonna do the next piece of the course about collages.
Replace me.
Who will replace her?
Annika.
All right, good. Thank you. Lyra, excellent job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, okay, so we're gonna work with collages, okay? And so what we wanna do, I have a couple of collages up here, and I will kind of demonstrate what we want to do here. Valerie, where are you?
Who is what?
Yeah. That's my.
Yes, can I put your collage up on
Yeah.
This it?
Yes.
Okay. I just had her sit down and she. Now, I didn't tell you this. In a collage, you don't put words. Okay. So,
I asked
just
you if I
pretend that
should
they're
change
not-
it, and you said that I can keep it.
Yeah, that's fine. Just next time and pretend that they're not there.
It's
So,
important words.
huh?
It's important words.
What?
It's important words.
Important words?
Yes. Thomas Edison.
Yes, it is. But we reserve words for a specific kind of collage that's used for something else. These collages are used to distinguish something. This collage we're using for another purpose, okay? So this is Valerie's, what leadership seems like to you?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So, your job is to get into her world about leadership. And she's given you clues, or she's given you access to it by collaging what leadership seems like. Now, you can get a little bit about this, but, you know, is this, for instance, you would want, it's like, so there's this lady, right? Now, is this her or somebody else? And is she being a leader, or, you know, why is she there? So that's what you would want to ask. So go ahead and find out, what does this have to do with leadership here? What do these images have to do with leadership and how it seems for her in her world, okay?
Okay. So we start with wedding. And Valeria, why did you choose to put this picture here? What this person means to you?
I don't know this woman personally, but I chose this image because she's quite old, but still she provides her own way to express herself. So most times we see old people very similar to one another, and this woman just colored her hair to be brighter. So in content of leadership, I choose her because she provides her own way in any word, in any circumstance she is living in. So not thinking about age or country or whatever, she just made herself as she wants.
And that's why she can be called the leader?
Yes,
Because she don't mind other thoughts?
Not other thoughts, she not
She
she
put
didn't
attention
have
to others.
fear about we were talking about looking good and for other people, so she didn't really fear about it. She not that she don't care what others think, but she thinks that her mind is more important for herself.
I see. Okay, then these 4 pictures.
It's a comics.
Yes.
It's actually part of series of comics about stupid fox. But actually, this little one is about bunny. And for me, a leader is someone who can use the instruments around with more impact. So we saw this bunny that hadn't long long tail, but she wanted to, so he made it
So
from the instruments
so
around.
they are leaders and Bunny wants to
No,
be
no,
the
no.
leader? No.
Bunny have a goal to have a long tail, so he used some instruments around. It's a grass, here leaves, some leaves, and he made something he want to, even if in a natural way he doesn't meant to have this long tail.
So we mean that to be a leader is to achieve your goals and
To achieve and to use all the instruments you have around to make it real. For example, if you wanna, study in another country, and if you're leader, you think, okay, I have a goal, so what I should do for this? Okay, I should learn the language, I should maybe have some money to pay for the study, and so on. So put your goal and some stage to make it real, and you are searching for instruments to make it real.
Okay, I see. And then this part, you mean to be leader sometimes to be a protester?
Not exactly. It's a title of Time magazine. They in the end of the year they make a title with Person of the Year, and for the previous years they make the protester because of Arabian Spring, this protesting wars and so on. And I choose this image to show that if you're a leader, you're not afraid to protect your views, and even if it means that it will be a war in your country and something like this. So these people, this like image of protester, it's like a way to protect your the world you want to live in. So if you're not a leader, I think you may be afraid to do this. You will think about your wealthy, about some money you can lose, about some way of living you are in that maybe not so good, but it's safe enough, and you will break it just to make the world you want to live in.
I see. And then up there, these 2 animals.
Okay, let's take a break.
To-
So, is she capturing your world, let's say, put it that way? Like your views, your attitudes, your feelings about things? Is she getting it. Is she?
She understands.
She
what
understands.
I
Yes,
said.
she's getting into your world, right?
So she understands it, but maybe not agreeing with it or something.
Exactly, exactly. So we're going to do this exercise with each other. We obviously can't go through everybody's collage with every person. I would love to do that. But we're going to do it, we're going to get partners, and you're going to do what Anika did with Lira, okay? It's like, just understand, and you don't need to agree with it. Nothing is added to the person's view. Nothing is taken away from the person's view. You just getting into their world, okay? So raise your hand if you did. Actually, Anika, pair people up so that everybody has someone to work with and do what you did, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Did everyone make a collage? Everyone has. No. No. Who don't have the collages? Put your hands. So
Okay,
you
so
might
you would
work
wanna-
with those who have collages. No.
No,
Right, yeah,
okay.
you're good.
Okay, you don't have, so maybe up, and I'll work with them.
But
I mean, Alexei works with both. Anna works with Lydia, and you
Excellent.
can sit.
Yeah, how much time do you need in order to go through? You're going to have to go through almost every image, maybe take 30 seconds for each image, so that you 1, 2, 3, 4. So what? Maybe 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Can you do it in 5?
Yeah.
10. 10. All right. All right. 10 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
I can
Tell
go there.
them when to start and then time it.
Okay. So let's
So we have 10 minutes, yeah?
Yes.
So we're going to do 35? 50. That's 50 questions, right? Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. All right, okay. Oh, you want it up here?
This person just represents the leadership.
Phrases, no which we